and gentlemen, to introduce our sixth debate for this evening. Sixth mini debate, honesty is the worst policy, Kayan versus Dean. Please welcome our Prime Minister to speak to us for 2 minutes to define the resolution, outline her arguments. Kayan.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we're debating honesty is the worst policy, and the definition is honesty as in telling the truth, the entire truth, all the time. And worst policy as in being detrimental to whoever is telling it. Well, first of all, people cannot handle the truth. Why would you want to tell the truth all the time? What good is it to know all the entire truth? Do you really want to know that people pick their nose in their cars, or that North Korea really has nuclear weapons, or that there's a million different microbes that would kill you in your bed, or in your living room, or in the air, or in the water that you drink? What really good is the truth of knowing that? So the truth is ugly and ignorance is bliss. Secondly, ultimately, it's very detrimental to most people, and that's why things like public relations exist. If you really knew all the truth about the companies that you are a consumer of or that you work for, would you really continue being a consumer for them? If you knew everything about Michael Jackson, would you continue being a fan? And otherwise, there wouldn't be people like Galileo, who's been crucified for telling the truth about the planet being round. So ultimately, it's detrimental. And what about little white lies? They do a lot of good for your relationships. I mean, why would you tell your mom that her cooking is bad and that your coworker really was tired the next day on Monday? So protect your relationships and tell little white lies, and they're good for you. So really, who really wants the truth? What good will it do, and what will you do with the truth ultimately? So honesty is really the worst policy.
Thank you very much, Madam Prime Minister. The Leader of the Opposition, please welcome for 3 minutes, Dean.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard about North Koreans picking their noses for microbes, ladies and gentlemen, regarding how bad honesty is. But ladies and gentlemen, I certainly want to know if a North Korean were picking his or her nose for microbes. Ladies and gentlemen, the truth is necessary for survival. Ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats, they know what's right, they know what's real, because that's the truth. And if they don't, they get eaten, ladies and gentlemen. They get killed, ladies and gentlemen. So social faux pas aside, it is in fact better. Honesty is the best policy. They say the truth will set you free as well. In answering the ignorance is bliss. Well, ignorance is only temporarily bliss, ladies and gentlemen. Once people find out you're lying, it's not bliss anymore. How many government inquiries are a result of people lying, ladies and gentlemen? How many marriage failures are a result of people lying, ladies and gentlemen? Honesty is in fact the best policy. If a marriage breaks up because of a problem that should have probably broken up in the first place, and at least being honest about it, you can now go out and find the proper person to be with. Ladies and gentlemen, PR experts will tell you that honesty is the worst policy because they want to work, ladies and gentlemen. They're lying to you, in fact, to keep their jobs. That's the issue. Notice too that the Catholic Church actually forgave Galileo for the truth. They realized, in fact, yes, okay, we have to accept this, ladies and gentlemen. The earth does go around the sun. It's not the center of the universe. And that's not a matter of honesty, ladies and gentlemen. That's scientific fact, proven later on. So it's not a matter of honesty, but rather acceptance, ladies and gentlemen. Acceptance is definitely a good policy to follow. The can't handle the truth. I love Jack Nicholson in that lovely military movie, that you can't handle the truth. Well, one has to handle the truth if one wants to get through life with any sense of dignity and any self-worth. People need to be honest with each other, especially in business. Yes, the white lies are there, but again, that sours the relationship. It's only a good relationship as long as you're strung along, ladies and gentlemen, and usually you're being lied to because the person is either pocketing money that should be going back to you or not coming out of your pocket in the first place, or because, ladies and gentlemen, they're doing something illegal that might get you in trouble as well. As far as mom's cooking and protecting relationships, white lies, white lies, white lies. They say they're white because white's a nice color. Not a black lie because, well, that's a nasty one, ladies. It's just a nice kindness thing. If your mother's cooking stinks, you should probably tell her so she'll cook something different for you. Like, goodness me, why eat spinach if you don't like it? All right, it might be good for you, ladies and gentlemen, but she'll tell you that because it's true, and she'll be honest with you. Please be seated.
Spinach. Thank you very much, Dean. For the government, and to sum up her arguments and to refute any existing arguments that Dean, the opposition, has introduced, please welcome for 1 minute our Prime Minister, Kayan.
The truth is good for survival. Well, it didn't work for Jesus. So, the truth is not always good. And if I may remind you, I said that honesty, as a definition, was telling the truth, the entire truth, all the time. And I'm not advocating that you should be lying, but you shouldn't always tell the entire truth. And really, PR is not really lying, it's spinning, so it's kind of telling the truth in a positive way. So tell the truth and you will be crucified, basically. So.
Okay then.
Do we need to vote?
Ladies and gentlemen, all those in favor of the government, please, by a show of hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going to heaven. And for the opposition, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the government wins, thank goodness. This is wonderful time with Christmas. Thank you very much, debaters.